Hey guys, if you're this close to houses, you have to be quiet. So I found a perfect little path here that's mowed. I don't think anybody ever comes down it. I think just maybe once a month they hit it with the mower and that's it. So I think this is a good place to talk to you a little bit about survival. So let me see if I can find a good spot to set up a little shelter and we'll talk about it a little bit. Obviously, I have to be quiet, so this is not going to be a loud video because I cannot get caught in here for obvious reasons. I'm in the middle of too many houses. But what I want to talk to you about was survival stealth camping. Tim with Simple Outdoors came up with the idea for the July challenge, and his idea was survival stealth camping. I know I'm not going to make the list for the challenge because I am not stealth camping, because I've obviously been way too busy lately. Haven't been able to get out to stealth camp. But I did want to get a video out just to kind of participate and give you my insight on what I would do. Let me get rid of this pack. I really was trying to come up with an idea of why you would why you would do a survival stealth camp. Because bugs and it's hot, yeah, sorry. And spider webs. This place is full of spider webs, but they have to live too. But I was trying to figure out why you would need to do a survival stealth camp, because just a quick thought in my brain is, I hear a bee. Oh yeah, okay. Well, go, leave me alone. Go. I'm not about getting stung today. My thoughts on survival stealth camping is, if I was stealth camping and it came to survival situation, most likely I would walk out of the woods and go get help. But it being stealth camping, I always think urban, near stuff where you don't want to be found. So there may be a case where you would have to do a survival stealth camp. Maybe somebody was after you and you couldn't be found, but you just grabbed what you had available right there close and had to run. So I will show you a little bit about what I've got. Let me get straightened out here, get something down on the ground so I can lay my stuff out, and we'll go over what I've got. Okay, y'all, as you know, most of you know if you watch my videos, I am also in Civil Air Patrol. So being in the Civil Air Patrol, I normally keep a pack ready to go. And normally it's got a hammock in it or a tent. But today I took the tent and the hammock out. And so I've just got some of the other stuff that I normally keep in it. So anytime I would need it, this pack would be ready to go. So what we're going to do is go through what I've got. And one thing that I noticed I do not have right here, coming through the woods, I've lost my flashlight. So I will have to go back and find that. But I always keep a flashlight with me. Obviously, I hit a limb back there and I knocked it off, so I know exactly where it is. I can go back and get that. But always have a whistle with me. Always have a CPR mask. And I keep pace counter beads with me. That way, I know what my pace count is for 100 meters. And so I keep pace count with that. And as you'll know, there's 4 red, 1 white. And that helps me know, I can actually count my steps and keep track of it. And then I can just glance down at it. And with the red beads and the 1 white bead, I'll know exactly where I am, how far. And one other thing, if you're going out into the woods and you don't want to leave a trace or a trail of where you are, when you go in, take your compass, shoot an azimuth, record that bearing, and then do your pace count in. Whenever you get where you're going, make a note of that your distance in and what that bearing is. All right. And then what I like to do to keep from making a visible trail, if I have to go out and I'm going to come back in, then I will take my compass and I'll turn 90 degrees and go so many paces, right or left, and then I'll turn back 90 degrees back, which would be 180 degrees from what my previous bearing was. And then I walk out, and that gives you walk out and you're parallel to where you came in. And when you get out there, you know how many paces back to where you started. So that's just one tip that will help you keep from getting lost while you're minimizing your exposure for creating a visible trail. So that's what I've got here. And then in the front of my pack, obviously, I've got a poncho. You can use poncho to keep rain off of you. You can use poncho to make a small tarp. This poncho is big enough I can make a cover and get up under it, because it's one of the ponchos that spread out. And this one is really lightweight. I've got some heavier ones, but this one's really lightweight, so it fits in this pack really good. Another thing, if I'm stealth camping and I don't want anybody to know that I'm actually stealth camping, this is woods, so there's a lot of surveying goes on around here. I always keep that. So you can slide that on, and with my tripod for my camera and this and my gimbal, it kind of looks a little bit like surveying gear. My pack could be my surveying equipment. So the vest helps. People don't ask questions. And then, of course, a little pack of TP. That's essential for, you are in the woods. So occasionally you have to have it. And if nothing else, it's a fire starter. All right. So in here, I keep flushable wipes. They're good for a lot of different reasons. And I always keep a pair of good sturdy leather gloves. You never know when you're going to need them. They don't take up much space, so I keep them. I keep bug spray because there's bugs. I don't like them. I don't have a thermocell. So far this works. I plan on getting a thermocell, but just haven't taken time to do it. Sunscreen, for obvious reasons. You don't want to get burned up. All right. Then, of course, I normally keep a bunch of paracord. And this paracord is definitely being used, so it's in a wad, but paracord. big bandages just in case something bad happens. You never know when you need them. A large trash bag. Something happens to my poncho, that keeps the rain off of me. I can keep the rain off of my pack, my equipment, all that. I can actually take this, split it, open it up, use it as a shelter. All right, so much for that. All right, I normally, as you see, I've got a tarp on the ground. It's a blue tarp. The backside of it is black. So if you're stealth camping, you can still use blue tarp, just turn it over. Some of them are silver on the back, but the ones that I get are black on the backside, so that helps. And this one right here actually blends in better. It's green on the backside. So what I would do is I would use it. I would take this and make a tarp tent out of it. You can fold it under the bottom, put you a stake in the back corner, the front corner, and then halfway down on this side, bring it up, run your ridge line to a tree, bring it back down and put that stake in it, and you've got an enclosed, all except for the front, shelter. And then I'll save that for later. Just a small first aid kit. It's got latex gloves. Well, it's not latex, it's the rubber gloves. It's got your tape. Well, there's 65 items in there. There's not a whole lot, but it would keep you out of trouble. All right. And then I always keep a thermal blanket with me. They make the little bitty ones, the little small ones. I've got one of those too in this other pack, but this one is a lot heavier and a lot thicker. You can use it. You can actually use this for a tarp. Cover up with it, obviously. If you're trying to get somebody's attention, the back side of it is bright orange. And then the other side's silver, so both of them are really visible. But that will keep you warm in a pinch. So I always keep that in my to-go bag. And it's summertime now, but I always keep hot hands hand warmers. You never know. You could actually, if you don't like cold food and your burner wasn't working or something, you could actually probably take these 4 and put them in your pack, and then earlier and then later on in the day, these are pretty warm. Later on in the day when you decide to eat, your food should be warm, at least lukewarm anyway. All right. And in this, I have my survival pack. And the reason I've got it in here, it is in this neat little bag here. But, let's see here. Keep feeling spiders. Yep. All right. So, it comes in this mesh bag. So, we've got a little mesh bag. And you can use that for all kinds of stuff. You could, of course, if you was around a lake or something, you probably put it on a stick, use it as a dip net. If you caught something, you could put it in there. You put your trash in it. There's all kind of uses for it. And it's small mesh, so it'll work for a minute trap or something like that. All right. Here, I've got waterproof matches in a waterproof container. So I know when I need them, they'll work. And to just show you it's not an empty container, there we go. It's waterproof matches. All right. Don't want those people to hear me, so. All right. Another whistle in case the first one doesn't work. This is a cheap one. The other one's a lot better, a lot louder. I keep flagging tape. You never know. You can mark your trail. As you come back out, you can pull your tape. I don't leave tape in the woods. I always pull it as I come out because it's made biodegradable. So in a few weeks, it's going to fall off the tree and then it's on the ground. And you don't want that. When you leave a place, you want it to look like you were never there, or better than when you came. All right, in case you need it, in my survival pack is a glow stick. It's a green glow stick. Actually, 2 of them. All right, 3 of them. I must have put an extra in there, but you never know. You might need it. All right, the small ponchos I was telling you about, I do have one. Don't need it. I've got the bigger one. This one work in a pinch. All right, and then the little small security blanket deal. It's just a survival blanket, that's all it is. But it's real thin, it's small. You can use it in a pinch. The big one's much, much better. The big one's actually ripstop. So this one right here would last for a little while just in case. You never know, you might need to. All right, got a writing pad that in here, this is waterproof. So anything's in here stays waterproof. All right, let's see here. Might as well just dump it all out. And after you got everything out, this right here, you can put water in it, a couple iodine tablets, and it may not be clean water, but you can drink it. You could actually take this and double it up a few times and kind of sift any debris or anything that would be in there out. So just in case you needed to get water and didn't have any, use that. You could take this and put it over leaves. It's humid here, so you could actually just take leaves from a tree and stick them down in here and it's going to collect water in the bottom. Use that. It takes a little while to do it, but it works. You could also, if it was raining, you could put it on the edge of your tarp, let water run down into it, collect water that way. So, very useful. I'll keep it. All right, got more bandages, gauze pads. All right, I've got a mirror for signaling. Got alcohol prep pads. And then, just in case everything else fails, a little small compass. It works. It works, no problem. It's decent. It's just small. Got salt, pepper, more bandages, more matches in another waterproof little pouch. All right. And right here, oh, I've got fire starter sticks. Got 2 of them. So I can start a fire, just pull off a little piece, kind of shred it a little bit, start your fire with it. And a candle. You never know when you're going to need a candle. They come in handy for all kinds of uses. All right, in this other little pack, I have, let's see, all right. In this other pack, I've got little beads and fishing line and a hook. So that's my fishing kit. That's the beads for the weights. So I can hand fish with that. So I could survive, you know, there's ponds, rivers and stuff around. I could survive in that. And then, of course, I've got just a little small cotton line You never know what you'd need that for. You can tie stuff up. There's a million uses for cotton line. I have safety pins. All right. Sewing thread. Just a little spool of sewing thread. Got a needle here. I've got 2 razor blades. And a little spool of wire. So that's everything in my survival pack. And I think there's enough in this little pack that I could survive on if I had to, until I could get help. So I'll pack this up later because it's going to take a little bit. All right. And I always keep a couple extra forks and spoons just in case. And obviously it's lightweight, it's not very big. I always keep a titanium spoon in my pack, and you'll see why in a second. Because I like eating out of my own spoon is one reason. But I keep a lightweight down jacket. It packs up really tight. If it gets cold, I can, you're sleeping on the ground, you might get chilly, put that on. If not, it works for excellent pillow. So I always keep that in my 24. All right, another thing I keep, most of you know the name, but I keep it because I use it all the time. It works very well. That's my headlamp. It's a Sunblesa headlamp. It's very lightweight, waterproof, everything. So I keep this with me. And the reason I do is I use it because it works. I have no complaints with it. So I keep that. It lasts a long time. All right. And another thing I keep is stakes. If you've got stakes, paracord, and a tarp, or 2 tarps as I have, there should be no reason you couldn't make a shelter. That's all you need for a shelter. All right, there is one other thing I missed. Duct tape. I keep duct tape. You can fix a rip in a tarp, everything. I don't keep a lot, as you see. There's not much on there, so it's not heavy. But I do keep it with me. I've used it over and over for all different kinds of things. So definitely have that in there. And then water. If you leave home without water, I don't care if you have a way of collecting water. If you leave and you can't grab water, something's wrong. You always need to keep at least 1 bottle of water prepared, ready to go. Because it may take you a while to use the other methods to get water. You may need water quick. So you always have to hydrate. And I always tell my cadets, hydrate, change your socks. That's two most important things, because you don't want swamp feet, and you want to stay hydrated because you don't want people having to carry you out the woods. So definitely keep water. And I can use this to refill. It's a good sturdy bottle, and I refill it, no problem. That's good. And as you can see, it's sturdy, so I don't have to worry about it messing up, leaking, puncturing, whatever. It's a good sturdy bottle. All right, now down to food. All right, this is what we refer to as DoD MREs, Department of Defense MREs. This is the good ones. They actually taste good. So, it's got a peelable seal on it that you can peel open, use whatever, and then close it back. I don't use it because I've got another survival tool that I keep with me, and that's that. This is one of many, but this is a CRKT Pilar, and love it. It's small, it works, it's very sharp. So we're going to use it to open this MRE. I'll show you a little what's in a MRE. Or in this MRE. That's the reason why I like using the Department of Defense MREs. All right. When you pull it out, it's vacuum packed. Everything's there. I'm going to bring you closer so you can see this. A little bit of a bumpy ride, but here we go. Hold on a second. All right, now you can see my ugly face. Just make your day. Close that up because it's very sharp. I don't feel like getting cut, and I definitely don't want to cut my tarp. All right. So we unpackage this, and right to start, we have, it says barbecue pork patty. So this is actually menu number 16. Their menus are numbered. And there's enough in this one pack that I could survive for a whole day. So we'll go through it. All right, there's your pork patty. All right, here's your sleeve that you cook it in. And yeah, you do cook this so you eat it hot. All right. We'll skip that. Okay, this right here is the bag you cook this in. Put a little bit of water in it, put your meal in it, shake it up, and lay it out there. It tells you exactly how to do it. It takes about 15 minutes to get your meal good and hot. All right. And then, let's see. We're going to cheat for obvious reasons. One being, I had COVID a year ago, and since I had COVID, my eyesight has went downhill. So I have to have these occasionally. Oh, now I can see. All right. All right, so we've got a spoon. We'll put that in there. I like my spoon better. All right, we've got a Cran Apple Ranger bar. All right, we have a beverage base powder. It's orange flavored drink powder. All right, for your rib patty, you got barbecue sauce. It's not ketchup. All right, we got a twin pack of wheat snack bread. We have apple jelly. Peanut butter. And then here's a hot beverage bag. You can keep that also to get water in, but that's your beverage bag. All right, and in here, you've got salt, pepper, Splenda, non-dairy creamer, napkins, toothpick, and gum. So they put everything in there. All right, and then you got Santa Fe rice and beans. So you could eat the, obviously, like the apple crisp, the peanut butter, the apple jelly, whatever. You could eat all that for breakfast. You could have like the pork patty for lunch and the rice and beans for dinner. So there's plenty in there to keep you alive. Or you could do like some off salt and eat it every bit in one meal. And then just carry 3 MREs. Okay, y'all. As you can see, you can take 2 tarps. And this is just a real quick shelter. And I'll show you. It's got room in it. It will keep you out of the weather. And the way I turned the tarp, it's green on the back side. It does have a blue edge, but here, you know, there is a house right there. Don't know. Yeah, you can see it through there. All right. And I am right here. And I don't know if you can hear the kids screaming. There's kids right over here that are in the swimming pool. Right back there. So I'm right in the middle of a bunch of houses. But nobody would ever notice this. So I think it's a good stealth camp location. And let me set this up and I'll show you how much room it's got in it. All right, guys, as you can see, I'm 6 feet tall and this is plenty coverage. And then the way this is set up, if it was raining really bad, I could always take this and just roll it over top of me. Cover up in the emergency blanket. Use my down jacket as a pillow. This would be a perfect camp all night long. It's just I haven't had time to camp all night lately, so I will catch that here pretty quick. I'll get some overnight camps in, but I did want to at least participate in a survival challenge and just show you how I would survive with just what I have in my 24 pack. Hopefully you got something out of this. Maybe could use a few tips. Maybe you could tell me something I don't know. I'm always learning new stuff. But I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, remember to click on the thumbs up, like it, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, share. It all helps the channel. Don't cost you anything. And remember to search hashtag Stealth Camping Alliance. And also search hashtag Survival Challenge. If that's not right, I'll put it on the screen. This is in honor of Les Stroud. So go check out his stuff. And the challenge was put out by Tim with Simple Outdoors. He's got some good stuff out. Make sure you check him out. And just, if nothing else, make your own stealth camping videos. If you do, join the Alliance, Stealth Camping Alliance. It's simple. Make your video and hashtag it in the title, Stealth Camping Alliance. And join the family. We're a worldwide family, and we don't normally have any problems at all. Everybody seems to get along. We have a lot of fun, and it helps you get out of the house. You know, houses are nice, but after a while they get stuffy. You need to get out and get some fresh air. And just remember, when you go out, you stealth camp, pick up your trash. I've been in some places where, you know, it was horrible and it was way out. I didn't think anybody had ever been there. But you turn around and look and you see trash everywhere. And just remember, if you're having to survive, some of that trash you find, you could use. So always try to think of alternative uses for everything you have. And enjoy yourself. And that's all I've got to say today. So I'll end with, you've been watching Hammock Mountain, and this is Daniel. We're out of here. Have a good one. Okay, y'all. I thought the video was over. I was headed out, but that ain't the way it happened. So far, I've counted 10, let's see. Yeah, 10 stings. They got me here, 3 times on the head. They got me here, they got me here. Got my legs. I think I got it twice right here. I'll show you what it was. Mean little boogers though. I walked right into them. They were right in there up under those leaves. And I walked right into that hornet's nest. So I'm going home to doctor that up a little bit. And that'll be the end of the video, hopefully. So that's just the way things work. So I dropped all my stuff. I slung it. You can see how thick these bushes are. Actually, the woods, you can see. And I slung my stuff everywhere, trying to get away from those crazy things. But needless to say, I've been out here for a little over an hour, trying to get them to settle down so I could recover my phone, my gimbal, my AirPods, my light. I lost every bit of it. So, but that's what happens when you run around in the woods during summer. But I managed to recover all my stuff. And so now I'm gonna sneak out of the woods and hopefully I don't stir up anymore. So, once again, you've been watching Hammock Mountain, and this is Daniel. We're going to doctor on some hornet bites or hornet stings. Have a good one.